Joining us now, Tamil Nadu Health Secretary Dr. J. Radhakrishnan. Doctor, thank you very much for your time. Some spike in Tamil Nadu over the last few days, 18% in the last 24 hours, something to worry about.
No, it is definitely a cause of concern. In the sense is that after having a huge high levels of almost 7,000 odd cases in July 27, death of almost 127 per day in August 15, we have very systematically brought it down to less than 500 cases for quite some time. And in Chennai, less than even 150 we had come per day, for roughly around 50,000 tests. So in the peak, we had also reached 97,000 RT-PCR tests. What is worrying now for us is most of them we have been tracing it to function-based clusters in housing societies, middle-class localities, and activity-based thing. Initially, our spike used to be from slums, closed spaces, not living spaces are not sufficient. So all these, Chennai, we found 208 families having 480 cases. Second thing which we also had the support of the central team and all, the containment, the two mistakes which people are making is that even though the marriages were permitted, but it has to be with a 50% capacity in a closed hall with a maximum ceiling of 600. People claiming to stagger are trying to fool themselves by bringing in more people by saying that we are staggering, not more than 600, but actually it is more. So these again, you have to have a mask. That is being done. So a very active IEC campaign and a penalty campaign has also been started to ensure that this is not done. Second is, again, while we track every case in our 24-hour report, quite a lot of people are going back to home quarantine, mild and asymptomatic, but in olden times, whenever they are doing home quarantine, they were maintaining it. So within home, fresh cases are coming. So now we are telling them that home quarantine will also be very strictly monitored within the house. If the spread of cases are, all of them will be taken back, and to the extent possible, since so many beds are vacant, we should advise institutional quarantine. Spikes major while we had come down to less than 1% with the state is now hovering around 1.1%. But the major rise has been in Chennai, Coimbatore, which is around 2%, then Kanjipuram, Tiruvallur, Chengalpet, and Tirupur, which is around 1.3 to 1.5%. Percentage wise, it is not much, but each one can be a spreader. So we are pushing in back to the basics of masking and social distancing, and all eligible people who are now permitted for vaccination, they should take advantage. Luckily, that drive in the second phase, Tamil Nadu has been doing well, whereas the first phase, the response was lukewarm, where it was restricted to healthcare workers, though now we have finished those targets. But the elderly and the comorbid are taking it in a very much more positive way. The app is also comparatively, not many technical issues are not there. Supply is sufficient from Government of India. We are also getting public health expert advice and Government of India advice.
Also, large gatherings at political meetings, be it road shows or public meetings, how much do these attribute to?
Definitely, this will be a important cause of concern. We have told, under the Chief Electoral Officer, all political parties also we have told clearly that that any gathering. So political gathering is not separate from other gathering. No, not having mask, and again the gatherings, even the meetings are supposed to be in open spaces, specified spaces where they have to follow the COVID appropriate protocol. Not following it, or having these rallies to come and this thing, that strictly the district election officers have been directed through the CEO to monitor that the health protocols are not compromised, which is definitely can be equally important cause of spurt. But at present, the last 15 days, particularly February, a lot of marriages have taken place, despite our strict advice to them not to flout the protocol. It is so that is why the penalty, which we have already levied penalty on almost 14 lakh people, roughly 13.72 crores. But that had come down in the month of December and January. We are revising it back and saying that we can't just be appealing when it is openly being floated, bus, local bodies, And of course, obviously political parties cannot be taken and kept outside and say they are insulated. So even we have asked that their activities also should be monitored on COVID appropriate protocols, and necessary at the time of permission also undertaking should be obtained. And in case something goes wrong and you find a gross violation, they have to, through DEO, through proper election procedure, actions should be taken.
Any SOP put in place for these political meetings? We find physical distancing being compromised, people don't wear masks.
See, actually, if you look at the MHA gives an overall guideline. Apart from that, the state, under the overall guidelines, has issued SOP for political, cultural, social, whatever applies to political parties also. It's not that, they will be having a special guideline. So anywhere, it's a closed space, means it should be 50% of the capacity of the closed space, with a ceiling of 600 numbers. In an open space, any gathering, it has to be 50% of the capacity of open space. And mask is a national, directive, that you have to have face coverings and social distancing and all. So we are also, during their meetings, the DEOs have been asked that they should be continuously sensitized to that. It has to be a two-way process. They should continuously sensitize them. In case of floating, they should point it out also to them, and appropriate penalties for not having followed, as we levied in the commercial spaces and other public places.
Lastly, there's a 47% rise since the 1st of March. Sir. For an ordinary person, what is the risk we are looking at? Help them to understand what could happen if it's a kind of an exponential.
See, first one, we should understand that unlike last March, we shouldn't create an unnecessary panic, because that time the diagnostic facilities were not there, adequate beds were not there, oxygen facilities were not there. In fact, most important intervention, vaccine for vulnerable was not there. All of them are in place. We have not dismantled it. But the fact is that we do only RT-PCR test. So 50,000 RT-PCR tests on an average we were doing. This used to throw up 1% positivity, which used to be 500. So now we have come to 65,000 average. So obviously, suddenly it will not come down to less than 500, it will be 650. So that will give you an increase of, from 450 to 650. If you look at percentage terms, it will go. That is one part of it. Second part of it is, whenever we get a cluster, we have to do containment. Apart from containment, close contact and extended contacts have to be taken. As a cycle, it will throw up additional numbers. That is a correct public health strategy and not a panicking strategy. On the side of common people, more than the numbers, they need to understand that just awareness will not be sufficient. Very simply, I am telling you that here we have open space. I find, one, people are not wearing mask. If they are wearing mask, they are touching it, they are not properly. Right. Third is, open space is like that, they are keeping it like that, speaking, and in the open space, and again putting it. Even I am putting it wrong now. I should change my mask. So these kind of elementary basics, again, we are going back and re-emphasizing and putting penalty also, all the 4 empowered departments, so that at least these function-specific housing locality clusters can be done. Similarly, by putting tin sheets, we don't put and block a road, which is inhuman. Human rights, courts, everybody has commented. That doesn't prevent a local body or a police to demarcate a containment when 3 index cases or 3 or more households are affected, to ensure that they don't move about. And if they move about, we have to ensure that they are institutionally quarantined, even if they have facility for home quarantine. So while we need not panic, but we should definitely be concerned that attending to an extent possible, limit attending public functions, particularly marriages and all. And if at all you do, ensure that that distance is there. Local transport, if it is crowded, wait for the next bus, rather than compromising and saying it will not. The attitude that it may not happen to me. Mortality is last week and all our mortality is 0.6. This all happened, reduction happened because of public cooperation, apart from medical interventions. But that public cooperation part of it, thinking that it will only happen to somebody else, if we conduct a function, it will not happen, is that myth should be broken. So we are working constantly with the people on that.
Briefly, how does the state do in terms of vaccination now?
Now with the second phase we are doing very well. Second phase, there are, apart from elderly people taking it up in a big way, now we have reached almost 11.5 lakhs. If you can contextualize it, we reached 4.5 in 25 days, but the fourth day we reached. All over India also a good response has been there. More importantly, the cohort are taking it up. Today, Coimbatore market we have started, they are willing to come. Anybody above 45 with a comorbidity, the listed comorbidities, or above 60 are willingly taking, and as the numbers increase, word of mouth also it is increasing. More importantly, the vulnerable are being protected even with a single vaccine.
Right.
Some amount of protection develops very easily, but as always they say, the social vaccine of masking should never be forgotten for the next few months. The March is going to be a very critical month for us because of increased political activity and increased functions. Now, suddenly it's a sense of freedom. People feel that everything is over. Tamil Nadu is only less than 500 and 0.47% only is active case. Less than we have around 4,300 active cases compared to 1.32 lakh beds. Without understanding that this can grow exponentially by even one person being careless about it.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for your time. That was Tamil Nadu Health Secretary Dr. J. Radhakrishnan talking to us on the recent spike in Tamil Nadu, the government intervention, and the need for public cooperation. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find It TV.